TMNT Universe is meant for adult collectors and Ninja Turtles fans. Welcome back to TMNT Universe, I'm Mutant. Toyfair is this week, and I decided to do a little pre-show to make some predictions and see what we're going to get. So, without further ado, let's go!
It's the #1 source for Turtles fans, with reviews and news. TMNT Universe.
The kid ain't here. Maybe he's hiding in the closet. Nothing in there but a bunch of stupid toys.
Hey guys, how's it going? Toyfair 2020 is this week, and I'm already pumped to see what's coming. Last year we had some reveals from the usual suspects like Playmates, NECA, and Super 7, and it looks like those guys are going to blow the sewer lid off of it with so much more this year. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some other companies joining in on the turtle craze. We have a lot to cover, so let's jump right in and go old school with Playmates toys. Rumors have been running through the internet that the rise of the TMNT line is already dead.
I know this comes as a blow.
You say that again, Chuck.
Fans are already feeling stressed about this and the impending cancellation of Rise of the TMNT, since the function of most cartoons is to sell the toy line. Which is sad because some of the figures in this line are actually pretty cool, and for once the turtles have decent articulation. But it seems that they will be closing the line and focusing on more of the classics figures. We've already seen this with Walmart and GameStop exclusives. There's been no real word on what classics means going forward. Does this mean we will finally get that Shredder and Krang from so long ago? Or the Mirage comic theme figures from even longer ago? Or an even crazier possibility is that Playmates will start making new figures based on old characters following NECA and Super 7's success. The one thing that Playmates has over the other companies is the ability to produce new figures based on some of the other versions of the Turtles, like the Next Mutation, the 2003 series, as well as the newer Nicktoons. Maybe they'll finally release all those cancelled 2012 figures. I still want my Pets pack. Even with the cancellation of Rise of the TMNT figure line, Playmates has to produce something to stay in business, so there might be something we're not even aware of. Maybe we'll see some figures on the Netflix movie that'll be coming out, or maybe a new hint to a new movie or a new cartoon already in the works. The sky's the limit. We'll just have to wait and see what they have for us. Next up is NECA. Last year, Randy revealed a cubic ton of Ninja Turtle figures between the cartoon-themed figures, the video game figures, and even dropped some hints that we were going to be getting some more movie-based figures this year. And with the release of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figures now through GameStop, I am really excited to see what they bring to us. But let's start off with the cartoon figures. We've already seen the release of Wave 1 and Wave 2, and the upcoming Wave 2.5 consisting of a re-release of Shredder and Krang. After that, we get a release of April and a Bashed Foot Soldier, Casey and a Slash Foot Soldier, and Leatherhead and Slash in the spring. And still yet to be dated are Triceraton, Alpha 1, Roadkill Rodney, and Ultimate Metalhead. Not to mention some random things like the Muta Shooter, Pigeon Pete, and the Baby Pizza Monsters.
Okay, where's this killer pizza?
It's not the pizza. It's the creature that came with the pizza.
And that's exactly what I think is coming next. I'm positive we'll see the Pizza Monsters in the next few waves. And as far as my other contenders, we have the Rat King, since he featured in more episodes than most other characters, Master Splinter to round out the good guys, the Neutrinos for more variety in the characters, and Zack the Fifth Turtle to throw in a cartoon-exclusive character. And one I'm positive we're going to see is Baxter Stockman, mainly due to Randy's affinity for fly characters. It'd be cool if he came with some Mousers, and it'd be really cool if he came with an alternative head and an extra set of hands so that we could have both mutated and unmutated Baxter. I hope this line goes deep with the Toon characters like the Channel 6 News Team, or even Bugman for instance. But there are two more characters I think we'll see this year, both Toon Granitor and General Track. NECA already has the tooling from the video game figures they showed a while back, and it seems like a no-brainer to release them in Toon style as well, especially if they release a set of Neutrinos. Lastly on the Toon figure front is Krang's android body. A while back on a Turtle Tuesday, we got some teaser shots of Krang's body in development. I'm not sure how far along it is, but hopefully enough to show a prototype this year. Moving on to the next phase, the fact that NECA can reuse so many parts and tooling to give us different versions of characters has got my head spinning with the possibilities. We've already seen the second wave of video game figures showcasing alternate looks, which leads me to believe that we will see more at Toyfair with video game versions of Metalhead, Rocksteady and Bebop, or a Baxter. Or maybe do another repaint and branch into some other Turtle games like Turtle Tournament Fighter. Really, any character that has appeared in both the toon and the video game is ripe for a repaint and an accessory change. Even characters like Toka, Rauzar, and Super Shredder. I know the reuse of parts is a downer for some, but for me, it means that we're going to get figures we wouldn't have otherwise. Now the only thing standing in our way is likeness rights. NECA has largely hinted that we're going to get new figures from Secret of the Ooze, but also some more from the 1990 movie. The only problem is, most of the remaining characters aren't masked ninjas or mutant turtles, so likeness rights become an issue. The sidestep for that is a character like Casey Jones. If he doesn't have a removable mask, then you could get away with producing that figure. But it's not so easy for characters like April and Tatsu. But let's hope that that is not an issue and we can get all of these figures. Characters who don't need likeness rights and who I'm sure everybody wants is Toka and Rauzar. I'm pretty sure we're going to see them this year and I can't wait. I hope they're in scale to the other figures. I know that's a little bit much to ask for, but it'd be a nice touch. And since he shares a lot of parts, I'm pretty sure we're going to get a Secret of the Ooze Shredder with an updated helmet. And rounding that out with a Super Shredder. Again, if this guy was in scale, that would be awesome. Other than that, there could be some alternate turtles like Undercover Raphael in his trench coat and hat, maybe 1/12 scale versions of the baby turtles, or maybe even the mouth in a mouth Donatello. Who knows? They could even go into the third movie, or it's a stretch, but the Coming Out of Their Shells tour. I'd be down for just about anything. So far, the only remaining figure that's been announced but not released is the Spirit Splinter that'll be coming from Loot Crate later this year. Moving away from figures, NECA has also shown a couple of additions to the playset that seem to be in line with the cartoon style. So maybe we'll be getting a redecoed release of that cartoon style diorama that they've been carrying to shows for the past 2 years. In that same tease, we got an image of an accessory that is from a specific episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I don't like it up here. Can't you hurry it up? Oh, don't rush me. Perfection takes time.
And considering the figure they chose to pose here, does that mean that we're going to get Super Rocksteady and Mighty Bebop? We'll find out this weekend. Figures, playset dioramas, the only thing that's missing are vehicles. And I think it's time for NECA to try their hand at making the Party Wagon, or fingers crossed, a Space Cruiser. Is it clear that I like the neutrinos yet? But seriously, the Foot Cruiser is one of my all-time favorite vehicles, and it would be awesome to have an updated one. Speaking of vehicles, that's a great segue right into Super 7. In the past, they've done weapons and vehicles for their Masters of the Universe line, so I expect it's just a matter of time before they reveal vehicles for their Ultimate TMNT line. Playmates Toys made a lot of cool weapons and vehicles with their first go-round with the Turtles, and I'd love to see what Super 7 can do with some of those designs. A new Turtle blimp for sure. As far as figures go, we just got a reveal of Wave 2, and I'm not sure we'd be getting another reveal so soon. But if they did, taking an educated guess based on the first 2 waves and throwing in some of my personal favorites, I think the next wave will be Donatello, Rocksteady, Krang with the Bubble Walker, and Genghis Frog. That's really just a shot in the dark, but since I am speculating here, there are some figures I'd like to see in the future with a couple more special features. For one, I'd like to see Muckman, partially because I'm curious of how they would handle Joe Eyeball. Would he be solid plastic like the original, or would he be an articulated figure? I also think it'd be cool if they gave him a slightly sulfury smell, kinda like the Stinkor figure had back in the day. I'd also love to see a vac metallized Chrome Dome, or some other way of doing the Chrome, but having him have that original figure feature would be awesome. Moving on to reaction figures, it could be anything. Since they've already revealed that they're going to have the Undercover Turtles, like Sewer Samurai Leo, Space Cadet Raph, Sewer Surfer Michelangelo, and Undercover Donatello, so the range of this line is pretty wide. The vintage Playmates turtles have a lot of different figures to pull from, like mutations, or stored shelf turtles, or wacky action turtles. Really, anything's up for grabs. Lastly, and I'm not expecting any reveal of this year, but if the TMNT Ultimates do well similar to the way Masters of the Universe did, then we might get a sewer playset or Technodrome. I mean, this is the company that brought us an updated Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain, so nothing's really out of the question. I don't know of any other companies outside of those three that are officially doing anything Turtles, but we have gotten surprises in the past. There's still room for Figma or SH Figuarts to jump in and produce something cool, as well as surprises like Hot Wheels. There's so much possibility, and it seems like the collector's market is bigger than ever. So I'll be waiting on pins and needles for whatever Toyfair has to offer. Don't forget to keep an eye on your favorite toy or collectible website, and come back here next week for a post-Toyfair recap where I'll go over everything that was shown. Well, that's all I have for now. If you need me, I'll be watching the Pixel Dan and Randy show. Later, dudes.
Wow, this is toy heaven!
Hey guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to kick that like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I upload every Turtle Tuesday, so you can always come back to see what's new. You can also check me out on various social media, links in the description. And as always, for all things Turtles, check TMNT Universe.